So today we have a topic in hand, and that is what is the smartest way of learning English. So some of the students will give their opinion on this topic. So I hope you will watch it till the end. So if anybody makes a mistake, simply think that they are learners. So let's get started. Yes, Abhishek, what do you want to say?
So, very good morning to all of you.
It's evening time. Yes, go on.
So, today we have a group discussion on the topic of the smartest way of learning English. And I am the opening speaker of this group discussion, and my name is Abhishek. So, before I start the topic, the smartest way of learning English, I would like to tell you why English is important for us. So, as we know that English is an international language and we must know about English, because if you learn English, so you have lots of opportunities in future. So, what are the major factors to improve your English? So, first is that you must work on your vocabulary, because if you learn vocab too much, you can enhance your communication skill as well. Second thing is that always listen good speaker, because if you listen cartoons and so many things as well. So that's my personal opinion to the smartest way of learning English.
Okay. So who is the next one? Let's listen to this guy. Yes.
Good evening, everyone. I am Salman, and I am going to telling about the smartest way of English.
Learning English.
So, in my opinion, there is no smartest way. If you are smart, so you can make your study smart, and you can learn things smartly. So
Smartly.
smartly.
Mhm.
So, in my opinion, I think we must to learn everything. There are many
Advertisements.
advertisement, and there are many books and newspapers and textbooks. We must to learn everything, and
We must learn.
we must learn
Mhm.
everything, and we must listen podcast
Listen to.
listen to podcasts, because if we are listen
If we listen to.
if we are we
If we listen to.
to podcast, and we will improve your listening power.
We will be able to.
If we will
Be able to improve
able to improve
our listening skills.
power, listening skills.
Mhm.
So in my opinion, I think we will able to speak, and in my opinion, we have to speak slowly and clearly, and make friends who wants to tell in English, because if you are able to English, but there are no
So we should make friends those who speak English. Okay, so that they can also correct.
Yes, and that time we have a company to
To communicate.
to communicate each other.
All right, thank you. Who is the next one now? So, what is the smartest way of learning English according to you?
So according to me, there is a smart. There is a no way. No, there is a no way to smartest way to learning English. There is you want to be a hard worker. You want to be a hard worker. First, you.
Yeah, carry on.
Listen to a active listener. Then you read lots of books, and you write something, and you read. Then you become a fluent speaker.
Mhm.
And if you are an active listener, so you are learn English fastly. And
Okay.
if you are know why are you learning English, and you have a goal, then you learn English.
So, we should have a goal.
Yeah. So you learn English fastly, because you know English is one of the main way to achieve your goal.
Okay. All right, so if you want to achieve something, so she's saying that English can help you in many ways. So English can act like a ladder
Yeah.
to reach your destination or goal. All right, fair enough. So what about others?
So, can I start?
Yes.
So when it comes to how one can become a good speaker, so first of all, if someone want to be a good speaker,
Wants to be.
wants to be a good speaker, so first of all, want to become a good listener.
He has to
He
become.
has to be a good listener. After that, she.
Okay, when you speak, slow down. Don't rush. Simply speak slowly. It's okay.
So if she become has to become a good speaker, so one to become a good listener. So there are many channels on YouTube, or there are many podcasts or many videos or web series with the English subtitle, which help a lot.
Which help us
Help us
a lot.
to learn or speak various word of English. So which is directly help to speak when you will communicate with someone. So it will help a lot. Or there are that one should read books. Sometimes it may help to learn new word.
So whenever you speak, make an eye-to-eye contact.
Like, okay.
All right, and go slow. Don't rush for the things. So what are the three things that you would like to pick? Somebody has said that write, listen, learn, and practice. What do you think? What are the three things which are very important to learn English?
Like
First thing,
if someone want to be a
wants to be a good.
wants to be a good speaker, so like he has to become a good he has to be a good writing skills.
He should have.
He should have good writing skills. He
Mhm.
should have a habit of speaking.
But if somebody wants to be a speaker, so do you think that writing is that much important? I'm not saying it is not important or it is important. I'm just asking your opinion.
Like
Okay, so you started from many more things, but now you're talking about different things. So let's go to the other person who wants to say something on this. Any other person who wants to shed some more light? Yes, go on.
So I'm going to share some techniques to learn English. So I think that person want to learn English, so they have obsession to learn English language. If they have no obsession, or so they are not able to learn English. And second technique is that if they want to learn English, so he try to create an environment where he practice of English speaking,
Where he should?
practice of English. And there are many applications that is available in
Which are?
which are available in online mode. We should try that application, such as clapingo. Clapingo is the one application that helps to communicate. That helps us to communicate well.
But it is quite expensive, isn't it?
Yes.
You have to take the membership.
Yes.
And we also try to.
We can give our advertisement. You can join this institute. It's okay. Carry on. Yeah, go on.
And we also use some authentic material, such as there are many story books or magazine available in markets. The market where we use that books and should able to communicate well.
Okay, fair enough. What about the other one? Yes, you want to add
Yes.
something more?
If you are learning English in a scratch, so you are pick.
If you are learning or if you are going to start
Okay, if you are going to start
your learning journey
learning journey
from the scratch.
from the scratch, so you should pick a small story book. Then you read that book and pick some words and you learn those words. Earlier, my friend said that vocabulary is important. Yes, vocabulary is important. If you have a vocab, so you express your if you
If you have words,
if you have a word, so you express your
Thoughts.
thoughts and feeling everything. So vocabulary is a main role in learning
So
English.
vocabulary plays
Plays
an
main role
important
and an
role.
important role to learning English.
Okay. What about others?
So I would like to add one more point is that if you learn English, so you should work on your pronunciation as well, because pronunciation is the very big role play in your
Pronunciation plays
plays
a vital role.
a vital role when you speak. So that's the point. You should work on it.
So he's saying pronunciation is important. Yes.
I want to tell you, English is not a only language. English is a considered. English is considered to everyone, I live in India, so I want to tell you, if because there are many people who want to go abroad because of English and they want to speak in English fluently and they learn. But if we are talking about India, so there are also many opportunities mm, come from English, because there are many multinational companies. If you are able to speak and you are a fluent speaker, so you can get jobs in multinational companies, and there are many there in India, there are everything in English. You should go anywhere and
But what should be the smartest way of learning English according to you?
in my opinion, we must to listen.
We must listen.
We must
Listen to what?
Like English movies, and
We
according
should
to
watch them or listen to them.
watch, and if you are watching, so you are also listening.
But I don't, like when there is a movie, so we should use watch. But when we are talking about radio or any podcast, sometimes they are available on Spotify or some
Yes,
other app.
like we are going somewhere, so we should walk listening podcasts. They help us to improve our English.
So what do you do to enhance your communication skills?
I watch my teachers' videos.
But you do not write any comments, huh? Like, subscribe, huh? Alright, so what about others? Do you want to say something? So what is holding you back? Take it and give your opinion. Yes? Relax. First relax. Okay? Relax. Now go on.
Good evening everyone, my name is Abhishek. I am telling about the smartest way of learning English. English is very important for us because English is not just a language. It has become an important part of our life. All material are in English only. We get more and more information on the internet in English only.
Yes. Are you done? Do you want to add something more? Yes, carry on. What else? So when you study English at home, so what are the things that you mostly do to enhance or improve your communication skills?
I always listening English. I always listening songs.
I always listen to. Remember that whenever you use word listen, we always need to use to. Listen to music, listen to songs, like this. Alright, so let's move on to the next person. Do you want to say something? Yes.
Good evening everyone. I am telling about you the way of learning English.
The smartest way
The smartest way to learn
of learning English.
I think a smart way learning English, go to institute and watch class, attend the class.
So you are saying we should enroll in one of the English Learning Institute,
Yes, sir.
where we can talk to people and learn.
Yes, sir.
Or
You read a vocabulary.
you should learn.
You should learn a vocabulary and listening English.
Listen to English.
Listening to English.
What?
What they say.
Songs.
Songs and news.
Okay. Alright, thank you, Mr. Next one. Yes, Pooja wants to say something.
In India, English is not a language. English become a career.
Has become.
Has become a career because in India, if you want to work in any MNC company,
In an MNC.
in a MNC and any reputed company.
Reputed.
So,
Relax. Go slow.
reputed company.
Reputed.
Reputed company. So you want to know how to speak in English.
You should know.
We should know how to speak in English because those company hire only those people who speak in English. And English open the many doors.
English can open
English can open
many doors of opportunity.
Many doors of opportunity.
Alright, so as we all are talking about the smartest way of learning English, so I want to know the smartest way. One way. You are suggesting so many things and a lot of people are talking about same kind of things. It's not a problem. But what should be the best way to learn English according to you? If you were to choose one, what would that be and why?
According to me, listening is the
Best way, the smartest way.
To learn English because you listen something and write and learn words. So you learn.
Yeah, it can be the best. As she's saying that we can listen to different words and even we learn the uses of those words, how to use those words in our conversation. So she has talked about listening. What about others?
If I talk, imagine if I am a beginner, so how I start to speak in English. So firstly, if I'm not able to make one line sentence, so firstly I choose a method of translation. By translation, I'm able to learn English. So I translate small words.
Smaller sentences.
Small sentences.
Once we start framing some smaller sentences, we are able to put our thoughts, or we are able to convert our thoughts into words. But the biggest problem is that where to start? Is it from smaller sentences, or some people say that grammar is not that much important? What do you think?
I think grammar plays very important.
Grammar plays an
very
important role.
in English. Without grammar, I'm not able to communicate well.
Okay. And a lot of people claim that within a month you can learn English, or after watching one video you will become the Shashi Tharoor. What do you want to say?
It's impossible. It's impossible. I have been learning English since 1 year.
For 1 year.
For 1 year, but now I'm not able to communicate well. I'm trying my best, but it's not possible that I'll be a fluent speaker. It takes time.
It takes time. So I wish you started from this institute.
Yes, it's my first institute to learn.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. So why are you not regular? Because a lot of people have problems when they want to learn English. After some time, then everything becomes so stagnant. Stagnant in the sense there is no progress. So they become frustrated.
Yes,
Does it happen?
Yes, I also frustrated many times.
Get frustrated.
Get frustrated many times.
So do you feel like quitting it?
Yes, many times. And that thoughts came in my mind, but now I'm trying my best and learning something. So
That's great. Alright, so anybody else who wants to say something? How many of you think that English can be learned in a month? No hands. Alright. So yes, anybody wants to give any thoughts or anybody wants to say something about this? Does learning a language take time? Yes, so let's talk to you. Yes, give it to him. Yes, what do you want to say?
If someone wants to speak English, he should learn new words daily, and he should make a daily. He should make a routine.
Yeah, routine is
Routine.
important. Yes.
Even if it's just 1 hour, and 1 hour speaking. And
But a lot of people complain that they do not have any speaking partner. So what to do?
they can go is fluency app.
Application. There is an application called
Is fluency.
Ace Fluency. Do you use that application?
Yes.
So is it beneficial?
Yes. It gave us 20 minutes.
It gives
speaking.
us
It gives us 20 minutes speaking with
strangers.
strangers.
That's great.
It is a
When I was learning English, I did not have that kind of freedom, or I did not have any opportunities like this where people were there or applications were there. It's okay, but now you have so many options. So, how long have you been using that app?
I have been using that app around 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks. So, is there any benefit of using that? Are you
Yes.
able to notice something? Any change in you, in your communication skills?
Yes. So उसमें मतलब fluent. I notice.
I have noticed.
When I'm speaking with stranger, I speak fluently.
Okay, so there is certain fluency that is coming. That's great. Yes, do you want to say something? Give it to him. Yes, what do you want to say?
No, I don't want to say anything.
But still you were saying so many things.
No.
So as he said that applications can help, certain apps can help. What do you think?
Like it is obvious if you are using any application or any any platform to improve platform to improve your English, it will definitely help you. Not in English. If you want to learn any language like French, German, there are many languages. If you want to learn, it will take time. If you want to want to achieve something big, so you have to work hard, or you have to wait for that particular thing. So you have to just like you have to भैया इसको कैसे बोलेंगे, मतलब कुछ बड़ा करने के लिए वो सीधे चलनी पड़ती है, right?
Like if you want to reach at a particular level, you have to climb the ladder. You have to start from the scratch.
So you have to start from the scratch. So you have to, if you want to achieve something big, so it will take
Everything starts small.
Yes.
Okay. So what about others? Any other person? Yes.
And we should find the interesting way to learning English, because if I am talking about me, so sometimes I am used to watching web series in English, but I am not interested in web series, so it is not.
So there is no use.
There is no use. So we should choose interesting things, because
Yeah, we should not like blindly follow people. I must say that, because a lot of people ask me that what is the best way to learn English, or might be the best way for me is watching something or reading something, but it varies from one person to the other. What works for me, it doesn't mean that that is going to work for you, because everybody has their own individual thinking, and what works for one is not going to work for the other. So we should find our niche, or we should find a particular, as you said that, Interest. If I'm interested in cricket, so do you think that I should watch something related to cricket?
Yes, so you should learn many things about.
Yeah, you can learn.
You can learn.
Okay, what about others?
Experiential thing.
Yes. So you want to share an experience and try not to speak Hindi, please.
So I want to share an experience.
An experience.
An experience on clapingo.
Clapingo.
Clapingo, yeah. So I purchased a one session where I talk a guy.
I talked to.
Talk to a guy in English. He was very fluent. He's from Lucknow and he was very fluent. So I asked a question: how you practice English at your home? So he said, I always try to speak in English with my friends and our colleagues. So if I want to learn English, so we should speak in English with your friends, colleagues, or your classmates. That's all.
So without speaking to others, how can we improve? Yes, that's the main and important part of that. So anybody else who wants to share any experiences? Any experience of yours? Like you all have been learning English. So what is working for you? As you talked about so many other options or ways of learning English, as you said that you try to watch some of the web series, watching web series or something. Is it working for you?
Sometimes it gives many vocabularies, but after sometimes I am not able to use that vocabularies.
Because the problem is that when we get any particular word or whenever we see any important or nice word or we hear that, so we are not writing that word, we are not keeping a track of that word. If I simply listen to a particular thing or one particular word, after some time, what are the chances that I would remember that? So for remembering that particular thing or that important word, I need to write it down. And sometimes you simply think that you do not have a pen and paper, so you all carry mobile phones, and I think there is an option called or an app called Notepad or Notice. So you can use that app, and you can write those important words, and make sure that when you go back home or whenever you are studying or learning something, so go back to those apps where you have written those important vocabulary, so that it will be there in your conscious memory. Or if you were to ask me what works for me, so I must say that I am pretty much into listening, and I also read many books. By reading different things, we are able to understand different sentences, and we get to know the use of different words and those important sentences that we simply come across. And we can do one more thing, we can buy a highlighter from the market. Whenever you read something, if you find something interesting, so highlight that. And I don't try to look up a particular dictionary for a particular meaning. I keep on reading. If I'm not able to understand one particular word, I leave it for some time. So once I'm done with that, then I go and check that. Because sometimes we are able to figure them out. When you keep on reading, then you are able to understand some of the words which you are not familiar with because of the context, in which context they are using that particular word. So that is very important.
I think you have listened so many podcasts. So can you tell me one podcast if they using simple words?
Simple words, like you can watch some of the animation series. If you watch Harry Potter series, so they do not use any fancy words or typical difficult words. They speak very simple English. Hey Harry, what are you doing there? So they speak British accent, I understand that. If you are not able to understand that, at least keep watching it. And if you watch it, there are some options of playback speed. You can reduce the speed so that you can understand. And as somebody said that, subtitles are there. which is quite helpful when I was learning. The time when I started learning, at that time I did not have any leeway of using any subtitles, or I did not get anything like this. I used to record things in a Walkman. I used to place that Walkman in front of my television. So whatever that I was watching, so I used to record that, and later on I was listening to that. Even I did not have a mobile phone. I'm talking about almost 14 or 15 years ago, 15, 16 years ago.
So I think you have listened all of our all opinions. So what is your opinion to the smartest way of?
I've already discussed that. Listening is important, and plus, you need to go for a holistic approach. Holistic in the sense, combined approach. You can't simply pick one. First, we need to understand what our real goal is. If it is only speaking, so there is no problem. You can go and speak as much as you want. You can pay a little bit attention on other parts or other aspects of learning. But honestly speaking, if speaking is your goal, speak more. If writing is your goal, write more. But before you start writing, simply go and buy those important and beautiful books which are written by good writers, so that you can understand their writing pattern, so that later on you can follow. If I want to speak and I want to speak well, so I should listen to somebody who speaks well, so that I can get a lot of things from that person's speaking. Or anybody wants to ask anything?
I want,
Yes.
I want to share some other experience. Nowadays I evaluate ourselves, like
I'm going for self-evaluation.
self-evaluation.
Mhm.
Before 3 months,
3 months ago.
before I'm not.
I was not.
I evaluate myself.
Now, relax.
I
I
evaluate.
started.
Before 3 months before I evaluate myself, that time I'm not able to.
I was not.
I was not able to speak good. But now this time today I evaluate myself. So I see progress in myself.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
progress in myself. So if we evaluate ourselves, so it's also help us to increase our level.
Yeah, self-evaluation is important. If you heard yourself the first day, so whenever you start speaking, at least make an audio or record an audio or make a video. So when you record yourself later on, when you keep practicing after a month or 15 days, at least you can track your report, or you can make your report card where you were and where you are. So in this way, you can improve. Yes, self-evaluation is important. What about, are there any other questions?
I share an experience.
I want to share
I want to share
an experience. Yes.
I use ACE Fluency app.
Ace.
ACE and Fluency app. And I talked to a guy. He was from Bangalore. And he was.
I was talking to a guy
Talking to a guy
who was
who
from.
was from Bangalore, and he was fluent speaker.
He was a fluent speaker.
Fluent speaker. So I talked to a question. So
I asked him a
I
question.
asked a question. How to improve your communication skill? So he told me I read lots of books and speak in English. Lots more speak in English in every time. So I improve.
So whenever you get an opportunity, speak.
Yes.
Okay. So you got these kind of suggestions from me. But we have so many suggestions, we have so many videos to watch, so many things are there, so that's why we get distracted. Everybody claims that within 1 month, within 15 days, within 20 days, you will become a fluent speaker. But fluency comes by practice,
Yes.
and language takes time. It is a slow learning process. Sometimes it becomes quite boring for people. When they are not able to see any result, they get frustrated. No? Does it happen with others?
Yes.
Does it happen with you also? Are you feeling okay? Or
You
not?
have to be a patience.
You need to have patience.
Yeah, you need to have
Yes.
patience.
Patience are important. Without patience, even patient has patience. Because after some time, he thinks that after some time I'll get better and I'll go back home. So everybody has to be patient. What about you people? Anything that anybody wants to share? Alright, so let's stop this because the time has already exceeded. I think it is 20 past 7. So that's it for today. Nice, it was good. So keep practicing, keep working hard. We'll see you in the next class. Bye for now. You can clap for yourselves.